Why promotions rarely make you rich. You get the email. Congratulations. Your heart jumps. You've been promoted. A new title, a new role, a slightly bigger paycheck. This is supposed to be it. This is supposed to be the moment where life gets easier, where stress goes down, where savings go up, where you finally feel ahead. But a few months later, something feels off. You're working more hours, you're answering messages at night, your calendar is fuller than ever. And your bank account? It doesn't look that different. You're still waiting for payday, still thinking carefully before big purchases, still feeling that quiet anxiety in your chest. And a strange thought creeps in. If promotions are how people get rich, why don't I feel rich at all? That question matters, because almost everyone believes the same story. Work hard, get promoted, climb the ladder, repeat. In one day, wealth will just happen. But for most people, it never does. Not because they're lazy, not because they're bad with money, but because the system they're climbing was never designed to make them rich. It was designed to make them stable. And there's a big difference. Act 1. The promise of the ladder. Let's start with the idea we're all taught early. Life is a ladder. At the bottom, you start small. Junior role, low pay, few responsibilities. Then you climb. Each rung means more money, more respect, more security. Climb high enough and you win. That's the promise. It sounds logical, and for a long time, it worked. Decades ago, promotions often came with huge jumps in pay. Homes were cheaper, education was affordable, healthcare didn't eat half your income. One promotion could genuinely change a life. But the world changed. The ladder stayed. The reward didn't. Today, promotions still look impressive on paper, but the financial reality underneath them is very different. Raises are smaller, costs are higher, and expectations explode. You're not just paid more, you're extracted more. More time, more energy, more mental space. And slowly, without noticing, your life becomes optimized for the job, not for wealth. Act 2. The hidden math of promotions. Let's talk numbers. Imagine you earn $50,000 a year. You get promoted. Your new salary is $60,000. That sounds big. A $10,000 raise feels like a win. But now let's look closer. Taxes increase, your responsibilities grow, your stress doubles. You work longer hours, you're expected to be available, you start spending more to match your new level. Better clothes, better phone, more eating out, convenience purchases because you're tired. This is called lifestyle inflation. Your income goes up, so does your cost of living. By the end of the year, how much richer are you really? Often, not much. Sometimes not at all. Sometimes you're worse off, because now you're trapped at a higher level. You can't go back easily. You can't slow down. You can't step off the ladder without losing status. So you keep climbing, not towards freedom, but away from it. The time trade nobody talks about. Here's the part most people miss. Promotions don't just pay more money, they buy more of you. Your time stops being yours. Your thoughts follow you home, your phone buzzes at night, your weekends feel shorter. And time is the one thing wealth is supposed to give you. But promotions often do the opposite. They take time away. And once time is gone, it's gone forever. You can't save it, you can't invest it, you can't earn it back. So if wealth is about freedom, why does the path we're told leads to wealth feel like a cage? Act 3. The ceiling you can't see. Here's an uncomfortable truth. Every job has a ceiling. Even great jobs, even high-status roles. No matter how good you are, there's a limit to how much value you can personally produce in a fixed number of hours. You can only attend so many meetings, make so many decisions, solve so many problems in a day. Your income is tied to your presence. If you stop showing up, the money stops too. That's not wealth. That's a well-paid treadmill. You're running faster, but you're still running. True wealth works differently. It separates income from time. It grows even when you're not actively working. Promotions rarely do that. They tighten the connection between time and money. The higher you go, the tighter it gets. Why companies love promoting you? Let's flip perspectives. Why do companies love promoting you so much? Because promotions feel like rewards. They motivate people without changing the system. A new title costs nothing. A small raise costs little. Extra responsibility costs the employee everything. From the company's view, it's efficient. From your view, it feels earned. But here's the key point. If promotions truly made people rich, companies couldn't afford to give them out. They would destroy margins. The fact that promotions are common tells you something important. They're affordable. And anything affordable at scale is rarely life-changing. The stability trap. Now, let's be clear. Promotions aren't bad. They provide stability. They reduce risk. They create predictable income. That matters, especially if you have bills, family, or responsibilities. But stability is not the same as wealth. Stability means you're safe today. Wealth means you're free tomorrow. Promotions optimize for safety, not upside. They smooth out life. They don't change its direction. And many people confuse the two. They think feeling comfortable means they're getting rich, but comfort can be deceptive. A golden cage is still a cage. The illusion of progress. Another reason promotions feel powerful is visibility. Everyone can see them. New title, new desk, new authority. It looks like progress, but wealth often grows quietly. No announcements, no applause, no email threads, just numbers slowly compounding. That's boring, and humans hate boring. We prefer visible wins over invisible gains, so we chase promotions, even when the math doesn't favor us. What actually makes people rich? Here's where the story changes. People who build real wealth usually do one of three things. They own equity, they leverage systems, where they create scalable value. Promotions rarely give you any of that. You don't own the company, you don't benefit when profits explode, you don't get paid more if the business doubles. Your upside is capped, your downside is not. More stress, more responsibility, more burnout. The latter gives you certainty. Wealth comes from uncertainty, and that's uncomfortable. Why this feels so personal? If this topic feels uncomfortable, that's normal, because many people tie their identity to their career progress. Promotions feel like proof that you're smart, that you're capable, that you're winning. Questioning promotions can feel like questioning your worth. But this isn't about worth. This is about math. This is about systems. And systems don't care how hard you work. They reward structure. The emotional cost of the climb. There's another cost we rarely discuss: emotional exhaustion. The higher you climb, the more pressure you carry. You manage people, you manage expectations, you manage risk. You stop being paid for output. You're paid to prevent mistakes. And that kind of work drains energy differently. It follows you. It lingers. And over time, many people realize something painful. They traded youth, energy, and creativity for a salary that feels just enough to keep going, but never enough to stop. The quiet realization. This realization usually comes slowly, not in a dramatic moment, but in small thoughts. Why am I still stressed? Why does this raise not feel bigger? Why do I have less time now than before? And eventually, is this it? That question is scary because it challenges everything you were told. But it's also powerful because once you see the ladder clearly, you can decide whether to keep climbing. The alternative path isn't quitting your job tomorrow, it's changing what you optimize for. Instead of optimizing for titles, optimize for leverage, skills that scale, income streams not tied to hours, ownership instead of permission. This doesn't happen overnight, and it's not easy, but it's honest. It admits a simple truth: Promotions make you better paid. They don't make you rich. So why do people keep chasing them? Because promotions are safe. They're socially accepted, they're predictable, they come with praise. Building wealth is lonely. There's no manager guiding you, no HR department, no clear ladder, just risk. And most people prefer certainty over possibility. That's not wrong, but it has consequences. The final takeaway: promotions are not a scam. They do exactly what they're designed to do. They keep systems running, they reward loyalty, they create stability. But they are not wealth engines. They are comfort engines. If your goal is safety, promotions are great. If your goal is freedom, they are insufficient. Understanding this difference changes everything. You stop expecting the